Hello and welcome to the Sideboard. My name is Ruben Bressler, and I am joined by our Open champions, Kyle Rose and the Cowley brothers, Bruce and Steven. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
So this is probably not your greatest accomplishment, Kyle. It might be. Well, Kyle has quite the storied resume for Pro Tour Top 8s and a win. You have a Pro Tour Top 8 as well.
Yep.
And you've been around the game a long time. Is this actually your first win? Is this your first event win?
I mean, I've won PTQs. This is my first win, anything relevant, I guess.
First event with a trophy. There you go. So, did you guys have a strategy going into the final, into the draft? Did you have any plan on what you wanted to go with?
No.
We had never drafted the set, and we talked about it a little last night. We're just like, we've money drafted for 20 years, so we figured we'd figure it out.
We've done plenty of team drafts. I didn't want to do anything too crazy.
And so you stuck to a game plan.
The strategy was to have Kyle 3-0 like he's been doing the whole tournament, but
I just wanted to draft something safe, go 2-1, but I went 1-2, so that was good enough.
Now, among the decks, the one that was the most fun for me to watch was actually your deck with the Bog Brew Witch engine that just took over game after game after game, especially with the Elixir of Immortality being able to shuffle in those newts, and it just took over long games against other control decks. Were you aware of the Elixir interaction before it came up?
Yes. I draft a lot online, and my really good friend Chris Manning, he drafts Elixir decks all the time. And people hate these guys. Begged me to take that card out of the deck, but I knew you go late in a game like that, especially with the Witch combo, it's dominating. So I knew exactly what it was in there, and I fought to have it in that deck.
So we followed your draft from beginning to end, and you sort of had a lot of red cards. You looked like you might have been going into the red plan at times, even took a first pick Chandra's Outrage from one of the packs, from a fairly shallow pack, of course. But at that point, you were already in on the blue-white plan. Was that were you not tempted at all by, for example, the Volcanic Geyser that came by later?
I'd have to go back and look at everything, but my first pick was a blue card. Then I got all white cards, and I had a Dragon Egg, which I rated just about as high as the Water Servant I had because I thought they were going to be aggressive. They got to play first. Certainly was open to white-red or white-blue. Then I took the 2-1 guy that makes everything of theirs attack first out of the next pack, wanting to go white-red kind of control-y. And then I just got past an Air Servant. I know the guy to my right's blue. I can't beat an Air Servant with my white cards early. Took it, got another Air Servant past next, so I'm 100% blue-white at that point. So whatever the X spell that came by after
Volcanic Geyser.
I wasn't interested in that. And the Outrage was just a pure hate draft. The pack was like a Disperse, would have been the best card for me. I already had one. It was like really bad. Maybe a Spell Blast was in there that I wheeled and actually boarded in once, but so that I had no, that was no factor on that being in my deck. But the other red cards, I was definitely going back and forth on that.
Now, Steven, did you end up 2-0ing or 3-0ing? So you ended up 3-0ing with a black-green deck that was sort of an archetype I haven't really seen before. It was just sort of flood the board with as many 2-2s for 3 as you can, hope to end the game with a couple of heavy hitters.
I didn't mean to go into the black-green. I first picked a red card, a 5/3 Minotaur, and then 2 of the black guys that let you sack a creature to pump.
The Blood Baron? Yeah.
Then I drafted an Active Treason, and I was looking to just go red-black, Active Treason, sack their guys, and then I got late spiders, like a Deadly Recluse and a Giant Spider. It was my only green cards in pack 1, and then I just got all of them in the next pack, and so I just moved in on black-green. It just sort of ended up that way. It was unintentional.
Excellent. Well, we've had 2 team sealed opens. Both winning teams have had a Pro Tour champion that has 4 Pro Tour top 8s on it. That sets a pretty high bar, you and Huey Jensen. And so do you think that this team sealed format favors the teams that know each other better and have been doing it for as long as you guys have, or do you think that it's more experience than just pure play skill from the young players?
Yeah, I think a lot of the experience. I mean, the experience, just the deck building, is like really important, and you get 3 experienced players that have been doing it for a long time. You sort of come to the right decks, and I think that's really important. Is the deck building, initial deck building. And then the play skill comes in later, but, if the decks are built correctly, you stand a much better chance.
We had plenty of close matches. one thing goes differently. A young team, I don't think it's, all about that. I don't know. I'm sure the younger guys know what they're doing. Huey's teammates are both, young.
They've been
They're
playing
experienced.
for.
accomplished,
They're
but
experienced.
yeah, to me they're young.
Sure, exactly.
We were also on the right side of like a lot of mulligan situations. Our opponents mulligan to 5 and 3 in the last match against me. So
I think we outplayed everyone. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Well, congratulations once again, Kyle Rose, Bruce Cowley, Stephen Cowley, your team sealed Richmond Open champions. I'm Ruben Bressler in the sideboard. I believe we're going to toss it right back to the booth. Congratulations once more, guys, and we'll see you later.